What's up, guys? I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about batching and how you can use this simple productivity technique to get more done in your day, whether it be work or in your personal life. The basic concept of batching is to take a bunch of very similar tasks and do them in one condensed workflow. So to take a very simple example, emails. Most of us receive tons of emails every single day. And the vast majority of emails are other people asking things of us and asking things of our time. The problem is if you respond to these every time they come through, they become interruptions to your day. You're constantly checking in on your email. You're constantly dealing with what someone else wants instead of what you want to be focusing on. So to batch your emails, you would set 2 points within your day, maybe 3, depending on how vital responding to emails is in your workflow. And you would respond to everyone in those sections. So you'd have no notifications for emails other than that, knowing that at 10 a.m. you're going to sit down and any emails in your inbox, you're going to go through and decide whether you're going to reply, whether you're going to wait, etc. Now, this is a very simple work example, but we could also apply this to our personal life. So take, for example, the idea of wanting to eat healthy, eat clean. The big issue that most people have with eating clean is finding the time to prepare and cook healthy meals. The problem is, if we try to fit this in every day around everything else that we've got going on in life, it's very easy for that not to happen, for that to fall to the side. So the trick is to use a technique called batch cooking or food prep. If you know anything about bodybuilding, they use this method exclusively. So they will set one day aside in the week to cook and prepare the vast majority of their meals. Now, you don't need to be a bodybuilder to take advantage of this, because what we can do is we can take a day on our weekend, a few hours off of a day, and batch prepare a bunch of our meals, cook our proteins, prepare our carb sources, get our vegetables ready, and therefore we've got healthy meals ready and prepared. So when it comes to the middle of a day on Monday and you're in your workflow, but you want to stop to have a quick healthy meal, it's ready there to be warmed up, eaten, and then you can get back to work. The reason this batching technique saves you time and becomes more productive is because what it does is it eliminates a lot of the prep before and after things. So take, for example, the cooking. You now only need to clean your kitchen once. You only need to wash those pans once instead of every time you cook. You put the food in Tupperwares. If you're really lazy like me, you eat straight out of the Tupperware. If not, you can put it on a plate, but you're saving yourself time. And same on the other end in terms of cooking it. When it comes to your emails, although it might take you the same amount of time to respond, what it's doing is it's avoiding you being disrupted and distracted. So when you're in a really good workflow and you're getting things done, you're not interrupted by having to ping back to an email. Make sense? When we're talking about batching, what we're really trying to say is that we want to take more control over our time, how we spread out our day rather than just being at the whims of everything that's going on. So when we talk about it in the sense of our productivity, I always use it when it comes to recording these videos. As an example, today I am recording videos. So I've set up my camera, my microphone, I've got the house to myself, it's all quiet, and I'm going to record 5, 6, 7 videos. Another day, I'll put the day aside for editing and uploading, because that day will just require me to sit at the computer, edit and upload. What you notice here is what I'm saving time on with the first one is that I only need to set up all my gear one time. I get the camera in focus, I check my levels of my microphone, I hit record, and away I go, saving me loads of time in the long run. With the editing activity on a separate day, that only requires me to have access to my computer. So not only has it batched the activity, but it gives me a level of freedom because I could now take my laptop to a park, to a coffee shop, wherever I want, and now get my work done. Whereas if I had all these other activities to do in and around it, that might pin me down into one space. Now, I appreciate if you're employed and someone else is determining what your day looks like, this might be a little bit more difficult. But again, this is why I mentioned introducing it into your personal life as well, because there's more to this than just being effective at business and making loads of money. The idea is that we want to make sure that we're running our life the way we want to run it, that we are in charge of our time and how we distribute it. So take some time and think about how you can introduce batching into your life. What areas, what activities can you put in together? And another note on this, it doesn't need to be the exact same activity. Take, for example, my editing day. All I require on that day is my laptop. So what I can also batch into that day is any other activities that only require me to have that piece of equipment. Take, for example, writing scripts or updating my website. And the same can be said. Think of where you're going to be on certain parts of the day and what activities and what tasks can you batch into that area. You can double up things like going to the gym with stopping off at the shops, getting your walk in with spending time with family. Go for a walk with your partner, take your kids out for a bike ride. We're trying to combine activities to get the most out of our time. And as always, take care of yourself.